Good day to all of you. So in this video tutorial, I'll be demonstrating how to simplify Boolean function of three variables by Carnot mapping. In my previous video, which is simplifying Boolean function of three variables by algebraic manipulation, the problem with algebraic manipulation is that you are not really 100% sure if the derived or the simplified equation is already the correct and final answer. But for this technique, you are more 100% sure as long as, of course, you follow the correct process of Carnot mapping. So in this topic or lesson that we have, so in this table 11.3, just the same with the example that I've used in algebraic manipulation. So this is found in the Computer Organization and Architecture by William Stallings, Chapter 11, Digital Logic. So without further ado, let's start our demonstration on how to do this. Okay, so again, we have the truth table here for it's composed of three variables A, B, and C and an output F. So again, since we are dealing with the sums of products, so our only concern here is this ones value in the function F. So we're going to get the values or the variables for each of the functions with one values in it. So we have, so the first one is we have 0, 1, 0. So again, so let me write. Okay. F is equal to not A, B, and not C. Okay, next we have 0, 1, 1. So 0, 1, 1 is equivalent to not A, B, and C. And then the last term that we will have is, the last one here is 1, 1, 0 or A, B, not C. Okay, this is our equation. F is equals to not A and B and not C, or not A, B, and C, or A, B, and not C. So I did not put the end operation because it means if there is no end operation between these variables, it automatically, if there's no operation, that is an end operation. Okay, so since this is three variables, what are we going to do is, instead of algebraic manipulation, is by means of Carnot mapping, it's a graphic technique. So since this is three variables, so let us have, allow me to draw a rectangle. Okay, since this is three variables, so it's a power of 2. 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8. We need 8 boxes. Okay. Then we will have A, B here, and then C. So for C, we have two columns. So let's just put the values 0 and 1. Okay. 0 and 1, that should be the order. 0 first and then 1, if this is a single variable. How about this two, A and B? Since there are two variables, yeah, we need to have a little memorization of the order on which we're going to put values. So first, in this first square, we have 0, 0, and then 0, 1, and then 1, 1, and then next is 1, 0. Okay, so 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Maybe you're going to ask, why not put, instead of 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, and then 1, 1? Actually, we don't care about the values, but instead, what we're concerned here are the adjacent values. For example, for this part, as we can see, for this adjacent values of A and B here, 0, 0, and 0, 1, there should be at least, there's a difference of one variable. So the difference here is 0 and 1, and then they have the same variable here, the value for A. And then for here, we have 0, 1, and 1, 1. They have the same value at B. And then last one, for the adjacent of 1, 1, and 1, 0, they have the same value for A, which is 1. If, of course, if you're persistent, okay, let me demonstrate. If you really want to do, what if you really insist? Okay, so I have 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. The problem here is that you don't have similar or same values, because A here is 0 and then it becomes 1 here, and then B is 1 here and then it becomes 0. So if you're going to do Carnot mapping with these values, it's definitely wrong. It will not be correct. There will be no common values for them. So this is the proper um, for the Carnot mapping: 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 0. Okay, since we already have this Carnot map, so what are we going to do here is we have to translate these terms and then we're going to put it in our Carnot map. How is that? So if we're going to return to the truth table, we have if it's easier to convert the values of these terms into its numerical form, such as not A, B, and not C. So not A, if there's a not, it's always a 0. And then B doesn't have a not operator, so it's a 1. And then not C is 0. So we have not A is 0, B and C is both 1. And then A and B is both 1. And then not C is 0. And then again, if you're not sure, you can check. So we have 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 1, 0, 0. So for you, actually, you can do this, or if you're already well versed, even there's no values here, you can do so. So we have not A, B, and C is 0, 1, 0. So we have, where is A? Let's look for A and B, which is 0, 1. This is 0, 1. And then the value that we're looking is not 0. So that's a 0. So 0, 1, 0. So let's put a 1 here. Next, we have not A and B, 0, 1. So 0, 1. And then we have a C, which is 1. So 0, 1, 1. Okay, then next, A, B, both 1. And then 0, A, B, 0, 1, 1, 0 rather, is we have to put it here. Okay. So if the number of terms here are 3, it means you have to have 3 number of ones. If there's 4, it should always correspond to the number of terms in the equation. Okay, the tricky part here is how to group the ones. Okay, grouping ones in a Carnot map, you should always think of power of 2. If it's solo, of course, it's very sad. You have to encircle it just alone. And then 2, 4, 8, or 16. So that's the power. They should be grouped. So for this one, and another technique here is, as much as possible, is we have to minimize the overlaps. Okay. So we have to group adjacent ones here. So this is adjacent. So let's group it here. So there are a group of 2. Okay, then what are we going to do here? As I've said, minimize the overlaps. But if it's needed, you can also put groupings here. Maybe the question: What if um, what if I'm not going to put an overlap here? So let's have a demonstration. But first, this is actually the correct form for the Carnot map. So let's read. Okay, to read the values for the new terms, we have to take note which of them is common for the sides of A and B and C. So, as we can see, 1 and 1 here, we have to look here what are the common values. So, they are common with B. And there's a difference on A, 0 and 1. If there's a difference, you have to discard it. So let's write the which variable has the same value, which is 1, which is equivalent to B. And then next is, since these two ones are in the column 0, so let's put it here, not C. So that's our first term. And the other term will be separated by an or. So this is the other one. So we have 1, 1. So in which row is it belong, or does it belong? So we have 0, 1. This is the only value that it has. So we have to copy it, not A, and then B, and then for C. Is this considered? No, because the value of C changes from 0 to 1. So we have to discard C there. So this is the um, equation for our example. What if, what if, what have you done is you did not overlap it and just do it here? What will happen is that, so let me rewrite it. So B and not C, then we have, since this is only one, so we have not A, B, and then C. As you can see, it has one more variable, which is not simplified. So if you can group it in a bigger groups of a power of two, the better. So this is actually the answer and not this one. Okay, what if you want your Carnot map? So this is another rectangle. So for three variables, you can make another rectangle that is the orientation is like this. Okay, we have the A and then B and C. Just like that, we have 0 and 1, and then 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Do they have the same results if we're going to do this? Definitely. It's just a different orientation. So again, so we have 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, and then 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, and then next is 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. And then just the same, we have to groups them in a power of twos, the adjacent ones here. And then what will be the equation? So we have these two ones are in here. So this is not A. And then the common variable here with the same value is B. So we have B or, and then another one. Since the values of A here has changed 0 and 1, we have to discard it. And then since these two ones are in the column 1, 0, so we have not B, not C. Okay? Are they the same? Of course, they are the same, only with the order, in which the order doesn't affect the output. So since we already have the output that we have, so we can already draw the logic circuit. Okay. So we have F is equal to not A, B, or B, not C. So we have A, B, and C. Okay, we have not A, and then we have B, and then that's an AND operation. Okay, next is we have B, and then not C. Okay, and then so this is our circuit for our example by using simplification by Carnot mapping. So Carnot mapping is very ideal for small variables, actually up to 4 variables. So what if you have 5 variables? Actually, that's the advantage of algebraic manipulation. But then there is another technique in which you can use for 5 variables and more. So again, Carnot mapping is only used for the maximum of variables is 4 variables because this is a graphical technique. So the last technique that I'm going to demonstrate is on my next video. So I hope that you've learned something from our lecture or demonstration about simplifying Boolean function of 3 variables by Carnot mapping. So I hope that this will help you in your study of logic circuit design. So again, thank you very much. Good day and stay safe.